Hello guys, we are at Disney Springs tonight because we are gonna go see a movie at the AMC Theater. Maybe walk around a little bit, get some sprinkles, maybe go to Ghirardelli, get some chocolate. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. I hope you are too. Yeah, it's a little bit cold.
I wish it wasn't like as cold as it was.
Yeah, the Florida weather's really kind of keeping us on our toes recently because it's been like hot and then cold, then hot, then cold. And yeah, so.
But for real though, it's been like something different every day. Like tomorrow's gonna be hot. The next day after that, it's gonna be cold.
Tomorrow's actually gonna be cold, but then the day after that, it's probably gonna be hot. Ah! How you feeling?
I'm cold.
I guess everybody else is cold too, because if you look around, no one's here. And it's 6:30 right now, so this is when this place would start to get popping, but nobody's here. Ooh, I'm shaking a little bit. Let's go get our tickets. So it looks like everybody else had the exact same idea because it's really, really cold outside right now to go see a movie and be inside in the warm. Hey, Brennan. Hi. So what are we seeing tonight?
The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman. We've heard good things about it, so I'm excited to see it. Yeah, the night that Brennan and I met, we had a first date and they had a little bench right there and we took a selfie in front of it. All right, let's go see Greatest Showman. All right, so we just got out of the theater. We just finished The Greatest Showman. What'd you think?
I loved it. I went into it honestly a little closed-minded, just because of the hype. I don't know.
Well, real quick, you did listen to the soundtrack. I didn't know that. She listened to the soundtrack before going into the movie. I did not.
I listened to the soundtrack before watching the movie, and I honestly wasn't impressed. But then when I listened to the soundtrack with the movie, I was super impressed.
I mean, I'd heard like the one song that they played like on the radio, but...
They played one on the radio?
Yeah, they did. They played, yeah, they played Zac Efron and Zendaya's song on the radio, and I thought it was kind of fun. We were gonna go to Sprinkles to get some cupcakes, but it's a little bit too cold, so we are gonna head back to my place, and then we will finish a little review there. Hi, so here's the thing. That was actually a couple days ago that Brennan and I went to go see The Greatest Showman. What happened is we got in the car with the full intent of giving like a review once we got home, but we started like debating the subtle nuances of the motifs of the movie and the themes and the message and all sorts of things, and we just got caught up in it, so we kind of forgot to give a review on it, but it was just so fun. That's the easiest way to describe that movie. It was so much fun. The music was, it was just cool, and it was empowering, such a cool overall message, and a definite 100% rewatchability because I definitely want to see it again. And we saw that at Disney Springs, but right now I am over here at Universal. Parking kind of took a minute, but it looks like security isn't really that bad, so that's good. A little bit of a pro tip, in the morning, come to the middle moving walkway because in the morning it's this way, in the evening for the park dump they switch it and it goes this way. But because of how security traffic works, everybody goes to that one and it gets crowded, but there's nobody ever on this one. All right, heading into Universal, and it looks like The Greatest Showman is still playing. It was such a cool movie. I'm so glad I got to see it. Another little pro tip is instead of going with the flow of the crowd and cutting around the entire City Walk area to go to Universal, you can actually cut through the Billabong store, and then you can pop out of the store, and then there's Universal Studios right over there. Wow, they are really working on Voodoo Donuts right now. That is intense. All right, now I'm heading into Universal. You can see that they put up their Mardi Gras sign right there, which starts tomorrow, February 3rd, and goes until April 7th, every night, a little over than a month. Kind of surprisingly, it's a little bit busy today, actually. Wow. Whew, okay, I'm in. Since Monti Gras is starting tomorrow, they have a lot of the merchandise out and ready to go, namely a bunch of these beads. These are pretty cool. $4 each. They also have some light post decorations here with some garland and Mardi Gras signs. Over by the plaza stage, they also have some more merchandise and some beads, and then they have the lineup for the concert series happening every weekend, every Saturday and sometimes on Sunday too. Got a bunch of these cool Mardi Gras lighting rigs up and down the street over here. Probably the most themed area of the event is right over here, across from Jimmy Fallon. This is the French Quarter Courtyard, Nolans style food and spirits. But this is kind of interesting. All the other signs say it starts on February 3rd, which is tomorrow. This says February 6th, but let's go check it out. Got my boy over here, Louis Armstrong. That's pretty cool. Got another merchandise cart right here. I really like these little hats here for the lamp fixtures in the park over here. Now this area is normally the smoking section, I don't know if it'll stay the smoking section during the Mardi Gras event, probably, but either way, that's pretty cool. Not really a lot to see down the alley today because, you know, it's not open, obviously. But once it's open, it'll be pretty poppin' and busy and all sorts of crazy. These guys always make me a little bit uncomfortable because they're huge. For whatever reason, the other kiosks didn't say what kind of food that they're gonna be selling, but over here we have jambalaya and shrimp gumbo. Over there is funnel cakes and beignets. We have cheesecake and shrimp po' boy, and then psychic readings. That's not really a food. But over here in the extended Transformers queue, looks like they're gonna have a little pop-up bar, which this looks pretty interesting. That's kind of new, I think. I think it is. All right, just walked down New York Street over here. Now we're gonna head this way over to Fast and Furious. And it kind of looks like the Beat Builders are about to start a show over there. Got another little Mardi Gras stand over there. You can see some cool hats. Let's watch the show. One of my consistently favorite theme park shows that I've actually not stopped to watch as much as I should have. I think I just want the magic to stay alive because it is so cool and they do such an incredible job. So I'm over here by Fast and the Furious. I don't know when this ride is going to open. Hopefully soon. It looks really cool. You know what would be really, really cool? If I could meet Vin Diesel. Wouldn't it just be awesome? I guess I'll never meet Vin Diesel, but maybe I'll have a cool outfit for when I do, right? Like that. Or maybe like one of these. I think I'd rock one of those pretty cool. Oh well, I guess it's wait a second. Wait a second. Oh my god. This is intense. This is cool. And super weird. I'm feeling a little bit starstruck right now. I just met Vin Diesel and that was the best moment of my entire life. And nothing will ever match up to it. Something that's actually kind of funny is that we were here for the Harry Potter celebration a few days ago and there were no ropes around these cars and everybody was just kind of like sitting on them, but now they're all roped off. That's why we can't have nice things, people, when you sit on stuff. Real quick, I wanted to come over here behind Richter's to check something out that I've been kind of seeing and hearing a little bit about, which is they are redoing the Cinematic Spectacular. I guess they're not redoing it, they're replacing it with the new show. Yeah, there's Fast and the Furious over there. Here's Richter's Burgers, and then here is the Universal Lagoon. And yeah, it'll be cool to see kind of what they replace this with. I'm excited. They haven't really released like any information at all other than it's gonna be a new show here in the lagoon. What would be really, really cool is if they did kind of like a World of Color kind of style show. They probably won't because it's probably really expensive, but they might just kind of keep with the water screen kind of a show. I hope not. I hope they bring some life and some fun back into the lagoon because I don't know about you, but the Cinematic Spectacular to me was always a little bit underwhelming. But we'll see. Maybe they can add some live action explosions and boat jumps and cool stuff. I don't know. I stopped and got myself a Coke Freestyle Machine drink. This is a raspberry Sprite, which is actually one of my favorite Coke Freestyle choices. This is weird. Was that there earlier? I don't think it was. I think they just put that up. And they have the lineup for the concert series happening every weekend. Yeah, I just went back and checked the footage, and it looks like Jason Derulo canceled? No more Jason Derulo? What? Did that just happen? Right here, this is where Dora the Explorer was hanging out, waving to us awkwardly this morning. And as you can tell, right now is a much better time to come to the parks than when I came about 2 hours ago. Well, I guess that kind of concludes my daytime trip to Universal this morning. I went by guest relations just now because I've been trying to find a Volcano Bay physical park map, but they don't really exist, apparently. But if I go to Volcano Bay to guest relations there and ask for one, they might have one, so I don't know. Crap, I think I'm gonna do it. I hate myself sometimes. I get this thing in my head and then it doesn't go away. So then I have to do stuff that I may not really want to do, which is go all the way to Volcano Bay to get a park map. But I think I'm gonna do it. The reason that I'm doing this is because there's a little portion of my wall in my apartment that I've been saving the space for a collage of park maps of water parks. And I've been wanting to do it, but it's really hard to come across park maps because park maps and water, they don't really mix that well. So it's not like I can go up to any like guest relations window or merchandise location and just get a park map. So now I have to go all the way to Volcano Bay to get one. Which means even though I parked over there, I have to come this way to this parking garage and go down to the first floor. They write it in really, really little letters for some reason, but you can see right here, transportation to Volcano Bay, level 1. And even though it's noon on a Thursday, you can see that there's about like 7 cars lined up for the Volcano Bay bus right over there. So it's probably kind of a good day to go to Volcano Bay if only I was wearing a swimsuit. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. That is the team member bus to go to Volcano Bay. The guest bus is up here that I'm walking to right now. Still not that many people here, but a little bit more than like 7, that's for sure. So I am so happy they have a little guest services window right over there, and I walked up to that and I got them. I got my Volcano Bay park maps. I didn't have to go all the way to the Volcano Bay theme park in shorts and a t-shirt to get these. Yay! Now I just have to, go up to the 3rd floor and go to the security hub and then go over to the other garage and then go over to Jaws, which is where I parked this morning. But hey, I didn't have to go to Volcano Bay to get a paper park map. All right, there's the toll booth right there. Made it up to the 3rd floor. Now I just gotta go back this way, across this way, and then all the way down to Jaws. Whew, okay. Getting closer. From the bottom floor of one garage to the top floor of another garage. That's the first time I've done that. And now all the way down to the end of the row to try to find my car. I put new headlights in my car yesterday morning. Do you guys like them? They're nice and shiny and super cool. And now I'm here over at the Lime Garage in Disney Springs. They actually have a guest relations over here in Disney Springs that if I'm lucky, they'll have park maps for Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. That'd be cool. All right, here we are, guest relations. Wish me luck. All right, and guess what? Boom! We have park maps for water parks here. They're actually combined, I guess, apparently in this one map. Which is interesting because I think I also have park maps back home somewhere that I think are the individual parks. But hey, this is fine too, right? All right, how's that for a quick trip to Disney Springs? I think I was literally only here for like 15 minutes just to get these guest relations. Right across the street from the Lime Garage, you can see that the pilings are being hammered down for the new garage coming to Disney Springs. I don't know how soon, but one thing that's really good is that it's at least out of the way from all of the traffic, because I used to work here at Disney Springs like 3 years ago, and it was not fun when the Orange and the Lime Garage were being built. That was not fun at all. Traffic was terrible. It would take me a full hour to get to work when I used to work at Disney Springs, so at least the new garage is a little bit out of the way, so at least when it's built, it'll just make things a little bit better instead of making things like worse, like the construction of the other garages were. All right, now guess where I am now. I'll give you one guess. You only get one guess, but I'm not gonna give you any hints at all. Trying to complete my trifecta of water park map acquisition challenge, whatever I'm doing today. I'm gonna try to come to guest relations or guest services, whoever I would wanna come to for that here, and see if I can get some maps. So if there was any park to not have park maps of their water park, I would have assumed it would have been SeaWorld. I didn't really anticipate them having them, but I wanted to check just to be sure. They did give me these brochures, but they're not park maps. They're kind of close. So I made it back home and I was going through a lot of the park maps that I have out in storage. I guess I kind of collect these, not like intentionally, but I guess I do now. I have ones for Disney Quest, and Disney Quest is gone now. I have like Not So Scary. I guess I have a Wet n Wild one. I guess I already had an Aquatica one, so maybe I just didn't need to go to Aquatica today. Halloween Horror Nights. I have all the ones from Hollywood that I got. I have old ones. This is from when me and Jorge, Kenneth, Kelly, and Sarah, we did a Magic Kingdom challenge like 3.5, 4 years ago almost. I keep like all my maps if I ever went to the park with somebody or anything like that. I guess I have some water park maps right here, so maybe I didn't need to go to Disney Springs. It's cool to keep tabs on like how I went to Magic Kingdom recently, and they have Happily Ever After maps, and then a while ago they would have Festival of Fantasy, they would have the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. You know, and then of course like the Disney Quest. These are kind of cool ones now that I'm gonna enjoy having. All right, I'm trying to see where I like things. I decided to put Busch Gardens down here because I just found this in my storage closet and I remembered that I wanted to put this in a poster when I got the chance. Plus all the water park stuff is probably not gonna take up a full poster. I'm trying to see where I want to put this Aquatica little brochure. I don't know if I should put it anywhere or if I should like put it in my poster with SeaWorld like up here. I don't know. It's, yeah, at the same time, I've been to Aquatica, but like once, and I didn't really spend the entire day there. I don't know, darn it. Listening to the Greatest Showman soundtrack, so I went ahead and cut out all of my little letters that I usually do when I make these kinds of posters. Those are the remnants on the ground. That kind of took about an hour or so, and now I can start moving things around, taping them down, and then rubber cementing these in place. Okay, another little update here. I have taped everything down, I've cut out my letters, I've placed them, I have glued them. I decided to keep Aquatica out of it, just because it would be a little bit kind of an overload, I guess, of the things that I was trying to fit on here, and Aquatica, again, didn't end up being a map. So I think there's plenty of space on here, and I utilized it as best as I could. And all these Calvin and Hobbes books right now are weighing down the letters that I've just glued. So it should be done in a second. Whew. And there we go, got a brand new attractions poster for my wall. We have Disneyland, Universal Studios Hollywood, California Adventure, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure, Typhoon Lagoon, Blizzard Beach, Volcano Bay, Busch Gardens, Downtown Disney, Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. And this only says Downtown Disney because I made this one like 3 years ago. I'm gonna put a little thing up there so you can see that. I had a little bit more fun making this one. I kind of made like a full day challenge almost out of it. But Downtown Disney was still technically the name of it when I made this one. So now I have a full wall of little attractions, posters, and park posters that I have made myself. The only one missing is Aquatica, but that is okay because I've not really technically gotten to experience Aquatica. So these are all the ones that I've gotten to experience and enjoy multiple times, I think, so that's cool. Alright, a little bit of an update because it's dark outside. I'm gonna end this video soon, I promise, but I just kind of cleaned my living room area here because my brother Dennis and a couple of his roommates are about to come to my apartment, so I wanted to make sure that it looks nice and good, so I like, you know, mopped the floors, I vacuumed the floor, I did everything nice, and now I'm about to actually make dinner, and that's why I'm kind of opening up the cabinets, getting the stuff out. I'm gonna make some loaded potato soup right over there. Okay, so I just went to get the mail. We had that potato soup that I made. Dennis is here, and his friend is here, and another friend I think is getting it in about 2 hours. And I think tomorrow we're gonna go to Disney and have a day at Epcot and Animal Kingdom. I think I'm talking quietly because I'm like out in the hall. But thanks for coming with me today. I had a great time. I'll see you guys soon, okay?